The next day, Corinne and Sam flew to Fairbanks to bring home Chris's remains. At the coroner's office, they were given the handful of possessions recovered with the body. Chris's rifle, a pair of binoculars, the fishing rod Ronald Franz had given him, one of the Swiss Army knives Jan Burris had given him, the book of plant lore in which his journal was written, a Minolta camera, and 5 rolls of film. Not much else. The coroner passed some papers across her desk. Sam signed them and passed them back. Less than 24 hours after landing in Fairbanks, Corinne and Sam flew on to Anchorage, where Chris's body had been cremated following the autopsy at the Scientific Crime Detection Laboratory. The mortuary delivered Chris's ashes to their hotel in a plastic box. I was surprised how big the box was, Corinne says. His name was printed wrong. The label said Christopher R. McCandless. His middle initial is really J. It ticked me off that they didn't get it right. I was mad. Then I thought, Chris wouldn't care. He'd think it was funny. They caught a plane for Maryland the next morning. Corinne carried her brother's ashes in her knapsack. During the flight home, Corinne ate every scrap of food the cabin attendants set in front of her. Even though, she says, it was that horrible stuff they serve on airplanes. I just couldn't bear the thought of throwing away food since Chris had starved to death. Over the weeks that followed, however, she found that her appetite had vanished, and she lost 10 pounds, leading her friends to worry that she was becoming anorectic. Back in Chesapeake Beach, Billy had stopped eating too. A tiny 48-year-old woman with girlish features. She lost 8 pounds before her appetite finally returned. Walt reacted the other way, eating compulsively, and gained 8 pounds. A month later, Billy sits at her dining room table, sifting through the pictorial record of Chris's final days. It is all she can do to force herself to examine the fuzzy snapshots. As she studies the pictures, she breaks down from time to time, weeping as only a mother who has outlived a child can weep, betraying a sense of loss so huge and irreparable that the mind balks at taking its measure. Such bereavement, witnessed at close range, makes even the most eloquent apologia for high-risk activities ring fatuous and hollow. I just don't understand why he had to take those kind of chances.
We're really getting in the mountains
Billy
now.
protests through her tears.
I was thinking that too.
I just don't